beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm Vanessa Samaina and welcome to the fam. So you guys, today's readings are all about whether he or she is the one for you. So these are all about signs that you should look out for in your significant other, in your relationships with your partner, to figure out whether he or she is the one for you. And with the one, I mean that twin flame, that soulmate, that person that you feel like you have that really deep connection with and you could potentially spend the rest of your life with. So make sure that you keep an open mind as to what the signs of the one may be. And I also just wanted to put it out there that your personal signs on whether he or she is the one for you may be a mixture between two readings. So feel free to tune into two groups, maybe even three groups, if you feel drawn to two or three groups. So regarding the 5 groups, we have the Agate, we have the Turquoise, we have the Moldavite, we have the Astrophyllite, as well as the Diamond. So if you feel like you need a minute just to meditate on the 5 groups in order to make the right choice for you, feel free to pause this video right here in order to do so. Otherwise, I'm going to get into the readings shortly. So you guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. I really enjoy putting content on my channel and I hope that it shows, and it just makes me so happy reading your comments, seeing all the positivity that's going on in my channel. And I've already said this in one of my previous intros that, okay, it's really cheesy to say how grateful I am every time, but I feel like it's really nice. I feel like it's good to let you guys know that I am grateful and how much joy my channel brings to me and just how much you guys mean to me. So you guys, I do read every single comment, even if I don't have time to reply to every single comment. So know that I love you guys so much. You are the most beautiful, amazing, positive little unicorns, and I just can't wait to see where things go. Like, I'm just so excited to continue putting videos out there, especially with all of your comments on how mindful you're starting to become and how much you're starting to embrace your spiritual sides. So thank you guys so much, and I'm so excited for the future. So yeah guys, a cheesy intro done. Check. So let's get into the readings with the first group, which corresponds to the Agate. Hello group number 1 and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Agate. So let's first and foremost figure out why you chose the Agate in order to find out whether he or she is the one. So the Agate is not only a beautiful mineral that comes in so many different color variations. You chose this fiery red Agate, maybe not just because of the looks, but also because you're somebody who craves a little bit more balance. So that sort of shows me that signs that he or she may be the one may lie in the fact that you feel like they balance you out, like they sort of level you out and give you that calmness, if you know what I mean. But let's move further into your reading to figure out what signs to look out for in order to know whether he or she is the one for you. Okay, so group number 1, we have choose a new direction. We have the porcupine spirit, the canary spirit, Uranus. We have the Agate, as already mentioned. We have Aries, stag spirit, squirrel spirit, as well as romance. So group number 1, first and foremost, I want you to know that signs as to whether they are the one have a lot to do with your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, as well as awakening. So I see that a sign as to whether he or she is the one for you will come as a very sudden, like, this is the person for me. This is who I'm meant to be with. I see that sudden change is going to be something that happens, enlightenment, this feeling of like, yes, this is it. I know this is it. So I definitely see in Uranus that that is the potential that this person has, the potential effect that they're going to have on your life. And I also see in the Aries that they're very dynamic, very spontaneous, and maybe even impulsive. So this ties in really nicely with Uranus and the fact that it'll just be like this zap and you'll know kind of thing. So I definitely see in the Aries, you know, somebody who is out there, somebody who is outgoing and who acts just depending on how they feel. So know that this person may sort of balance you out if you're an overthinker. As we had in the Agate, you know, this person, a sign that this person is for you may be the fact that they balance you out. So I definitely want you to keep in mind that they may balance you out as an overthinker because they're so impulsive. Okay, was that like weirdly worded? But you guys get it. all the time. You guys get me so well. In the Stag Spirit, I see that there's somebody who is able to take the lead. They are a natural born leader, and that is going to be a sign as to the fact that they are the one for you. So if you want to go on a date, you know, they're the one kind of leading, they're the one kind of coming up with ideas, and they're just overall kind of like the driving force, the leading force, and there's somebody who is very comfortable taking the lead and being in the lead. So it doesn't mean that you're never going to be in charge or that you're never going to be the decision maker. All that I see in the Stag Spirit is the fact that they are proud, they are strong, and they're very capable of being the leader and doing whatever they need to do in order to push themselves, a relationship, a marriage, whatever your goal is forward. So they're definitely somebody who feels comfortable being in charge, and I see kind of like an authoritative streak. So if that is something that you like, then obviously that goes really well with them taking charge. In the Squirrel Spirit, I see that there's somebody who is almost, okay, not cocky, but they believe in themselves. There's somebody who has belief not only in themselves, but they will also transfer that energy onto you. So a sign that this person is the one for you is the fact that they believe and they achieve. So they believe that they can do something, and all of a sudden, guess what? It happens. It fabricates into reality. So there's somebody who has probably started out really small, who has probably started out maybe even like not believing in themselves, but then realized that they have to in order to move further in life. So I definitely see that there's somebody who is witty, who is quick, who likes to sort of explore, and at the same time, you know, they believe in themselves when it comes to trying new things. So they're not afraid to try anything new. They're not afraid to go into new business ventures because they feel they can do it. They believe in themselves. So moving further into your reading, group number 1, we have romance. So I definitely see that he or she is a helpless romantic. There's somebody who very much appreciates romance, who likes romance, who loves love. And if you're a hopeless romantic and you like that quality and you wish you were with somebody who is romantic, with somebody who likes little romantic gestures, then this is the one for you. You know, this just confirms it. The fact that romance showed up in your reading, and it's all about signs as to whether they are the one. Hello, hi, romance is right here on the horizon for you. So being romantic as well as confident can sometimes seem a little cocky. That's why I brought up, you know, they may be a little cocky, but they're not arrogant, not at all. They just believe in themselves. They have a healthy self-belief system. So in Canary Spirit, I see that they're not afraid to do their own thing. So obviously that goes really well with the Squirrel Spirit and the fact that they believe in themselves. They're not afraid to be different. They're not afraid to dance to their own beat, and they don't feel the need to fit in. While they may not look unconventional, their whole thought process, everything that's going on in their head is unconventional. You know, they're not like everybody else. They don't want to be like everybody else. They're very much of the opinion that I'm happy to be different. If I think differently and people don't like it, I don't care. That seems like a them problem. So that is kind of like this person's attitude and outlook. In the Porcupine Spirit, I see that they have like a beginner mind, okay? A sign that they are the one is the fact that they always see things in a very fresh, unbiased way. They don't like to sort of already have their mind made up. They don't like to already have these preset notions about people, about situations, about different things in life. They like to give everybody and everything a chance, and they don't like to already judge before they know. So they're definitely the kind of person who feels like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. They're definitely the kind of person that gives things a chance and likes to see things with a very fresh, clear outlook. They don't like to, so say for instance, if they've tried a business venture and it didn't work, they're not going to think when the next business venture comes up like, oh, like I can't do it. They're going to see things with a beginner mind, with a fresh mind, and with a fresh slate. So they're definitely somebody who kind of goes by the rule of live and let live, and just forgive and forget and move on into the future. And choose a new direction, I see that another sign as to, you know, the fact that they are the one, that shows that they're the one for you, is that you will choose a completely new direction in life, and that is is when they're going to appear. So you're going to take a maybe what you would consider a wrong turn, or just a turn that is unusual for you, a new direction, something that you have not tried before, and that is how you're going to meet, that is how you're going to get to know them, and this new direction is going to lead you to them. So they're very different, very unconventional, and they may not be the kind of person that you pictured being with, but you know, describing these traits to you, you may actually feel like this is a right fit for you, and through choosing a new direction in life, you're going to get to know this new person, because you're not going to be in the same places that you usually are, you're not going to speak to the same people that you usually speak to. It's going to be completely new, a completely new sort of environment, and that is where you're going to be able to meet them and get to know them. So group number one, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope you found it insightful, I hope you found it entertaining and fun, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello group number two, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the turquoise. So group number two, first and foremost, I'm gonna go all mom on you, as you guys always comment. I'm going to talk about why you may have chosen the turquoise, so reasons as to why you may have been drawn to this stone, regardless of the fact that it is beautiful. So beauty aside, this stone is for anybody who needs to speak their truth, who needs to say how they feel, who may have something, you know, just lying on their chest that they need to get out there. For anybody who needs to be unafraid of how people are going to react when they say how they really feel. So maybe that is something that you feel like you need to be doing right now in life. Maybe that is something that has been bugging you for a while. You know, either way, this stone may have resonated with you because of its beauty, or because of the fact that you have to begin speaking your truth. But let's move further into your reading to find out signs that show you whether he or she is the one for you. So this person may allow you to speak the truth. This person may be somebody who makes you feel comfortable enough to speak the truth, and that is why the turquoise showed up. So moving further into your reading, we have the Sagittarius, we have Neptune, we have the flamingo spirit, the pig spirit, the white raven spirit, the otter spirit, we have perfect timing, as well as reconsider. Okay, so group number two, let's move straight into your reading. So in Neptune, I definitely see that a sign as to whether they are the one for you is the fact that this is something that you've longed for. This is like a fantasy, it's almost going to seem like. I definitely see that it's going to almost feel unreal. You're almost going to think like, wow, this person is too perfect to be true. This person is too up my alley, is too much what I've always desired for this to actually be happening. So group number two, I definitely see that, you know, you have to be positive, and you have to not feel like, oh my God, this person is too good for me, because that is something that I see showing up as a sign when it comes to figuring out whether he or she, they are the one for you. So in Sagittarius, I see that there is Sagittarius energy. So obviously they may be a Sagittarius, and I definitely see some sort of authoritative streak here. So their confidence and all of the energy that they bring to the table is something that definitely, you know, brings a lot of good fortune. It's definitely something that brings a lot of fun into a relationship. So obviously a sign may be the fact that they are a Sagittarius, or that you just feel the Sagittarius energy when you're around them, and you're able to speak your truth, speak about the things that really bug you and how you really feel. So in the flamingo spirit, I see that a sign that they are the one is the fact that they're really fun and witty, and they embrace any sort of time in life. So there's somebody who doesn't need perfect timing to have a good time. They don't need perfect circumstances. They don't need things to be 100% on track to live life to the fullest and to be mindful. So group number two, a sign that he or she is the one for you is definitely the fact that they can have fun under any circumstances. They're easygoing, they're easy to please, and they're just the kind of person where, you know, if they have a good food, good drink, a nice TV show on, they're more than happy. So very easy to take care of, this type of person. And in the pig spirit, I see that they are not to be underestimated. They are very intelligent, they're very smart, and this may reflect in the work that they do, or maybe they're still studying, or maybe they have a side hustle that really brings out their intelligent and wise side. So group number two, a sign that they are the one for you is a very high IQ, the fact that you're stunned at how many things that they know, but they don't seem like they know that much. You know, they're the kind of like undercover genius kind of person, if you know what I mean. Like when you look at them, you think like, yeah, okay, you know, but you don't expect all of this to be up in here, if you know what I mean. So yeah, moving into your reading a little further and reconsider, I see that a sign that they're the one is the fact that they're going to make you reconsider everything. They're going to make you reconsider whether what you've been doing up until this point was even the right path for you. So maybe you have a idea of what he or she should be like. He or she, your soulmate, your twin flame, the person that you want to spend a large amount of time with, maybe the rest of your life. So this person is going to make you reconsider all those ideas that you had, all those beliefs as to how this person should be. They're going to give you sort of this reason to just be like, maybe I should have reconsidered my thoughts. Maybe I should have reconsidered my idea as to what the perfect partner would be, because this person is actually awesome. So they're definitely going to make you reconsider how you see people, what you see as good, what you see as bad, what the stuff is that you want more of in your life. And moving further into your reading in the White Raven spirit, I see that there's somebody who is probably spiritual. They're somebody who trusts in magic. There's somebody who trusts in this force that is unexplainable but that still exists. Somebody who trusts that coincidences aren't really coincidences. Everything is meant to happen for a reason, and a coincidence is just something that humans have not been able to explain yet. A coincidence is something that is beyond our thought process, but there's meaning behind it. So they're definitely somebody who sees a lot of meaning in things, especially in the spiritual realms and when it comes to beliefs. So they may also be religious, they may just be spiritual, they may just believe that coincidences are more than coincidences. Either way, I see that they're very nurturing, okay? There's somebody who's very caring. In the Otter spirit, I can tell that there's somebody who loves to be there for love. They love to be there for the people who they care about, and when you feel like you need someone, they're always there. They're always there in your corner. So that is a sign that they are the one for you. The fact that they're very reliable, like you never feel that you're alone. You never feel like you have to go through anything by yourself, because they're always there, they're always supportive, and they're always showing their love. So last but not least, we have perfect timing. So group number 2, I see that a sign that he or she is the one for you is the fact that they will come into your life at a perfect time, and you will feel like, wow, you know, this couldn't be more perfect, and you will think to yourself, okay, something needs to be wrong because this is too perfect. So as we already discussed in Neptune, you know, the whole thing may seem too good to be true, especially with the perfect timing at which this person is going to enter your life, or at which you're going to realize that he or she is the one for you. Group number 2, my advice is for you to not overthink. Don't think to yourself that anything is too perfect to be true. Don't jinx it, because when you start thinking that it's too good to be true, or that you're not good enough, that's when you start jinxing things. So don't allow any of that energy into this relationship between you and the one. Make sure that you remain very pure, and that you just receive all the goodness that is going to come with this person. So group number 2, that is a reading that I received for you. I hope you found it insightful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Moldavite. So first and foremost, a few reasons why you may have chosen the Moldavite, apart from the fact that it is super beautiful. So regarding your choice of the Moldavite and the signs of whether they are the one, the Moldavite is for anybody who the universe urges to reconnect with their spirituality, who the universe wants to start vibrating on a higher frequency. So I definitely feel like a sign that he or she is the one for you may be the fact that you all of a sudden feel like your frequency, your vibration has been raised. They give you this feeling of happiness, of just good vibes, and that may be the reason why you chose this stone. But let's move further into your reading to find out more signs as to whether they are the one for you. Okay, group number 3. In your reading, we have Take Action, we have the Butterfly Spirit, we have the Antelope Spirit, we have a Taurus, we have the Moldavite, as already mentioned, we have the 3rd house, we have the Lion Spirit, we have the Bobcat Spirit, as well as Abundance. So group number 3, signs whether whether they are the one. So first and foremost, I want to talk to you about the third house in correlation with the signs as to whether they are the one. So the third house stands for your potential to learn new things. So I definitely feel like a sign as to whether they are the one is the fact that you feel like you're constantly learning around them. You feel like you can learn new things through them, and like they teach you a lot of new cool things. So this person may be older than you, they may be a lot more knowledgeable, or maybe they're very educated. So group number 3, I definitely see somebody interesting, somebody who has a lot to say and who is really into being smart and like mental capacity, if you know what I mean. Then in the Taurus, I see Taurus energy. Obviously this person could be a Taurus, but at the same time, you know, it could also just be very grounded energy. It could be energy that is sort of like slow, gentle, but still efficient. At times, maybe a little lazy and a little bit stubborn. So group number 3, I definitely see that this person has, you know, reliable energy. The Taurus is one of the earth signs that is reliable, that is somebody who you can count on. So a sign that they are the one is definitely the fact that you can count on them, as well as learn a lot of new things from them. So moving further into your reading, in the Lion spirit, I see that they are a very generous person. They are very generous when it comes to their time, when it comes to their emotion. They may be financially generous. They may be generous by, you know, showing their love with giving gifts, with giving you things that you need, also on a spiritual level. And they're somebody who knows that being truly brave and truly strong is being very open and giving and not expecting anything in return. So they are definitely somebody who is strong at the core. They're not somebody who just pretends to be strong. They're actually strong, which shows that they don't need to play, you know, strong woman, strong man. They don't need to sort of overcompensate. They know who they are, and they're very, you know, set and strong in their character. So group number 3, this person, you know, is definitely somebody that you don't want to mess with. This person is definitely somebody who will defend you, but also defend themselves if they feel attacked. So in the Bobcat spirit, I see that they're very mysterious. So aside from the fact that they're generous but not cocky about it, and they're not cocky about the fact that they're secure in themselves, they're also very mysterious. So while you can feel this energy that they are, you know, sure, they're self-confident, there's still this air of, I don't know, you know, there's still this air of, I'm not really sure about this person. There must be more to this person. So this leads me to think that a sign that they're the one is the fact that they're very mysterious and they're very hard for you to read, at least at first. So don't get discouraged. Don't feel like, you know, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Know that some things take time, and the Bobcat spirit correlates to the number 8, and the number 8 is all about balance. So know that, you know, with everyone who is mysterious, there is also a side that you can discover that is open, and it just takes a certain amount of time or a certain little thing in them to shift for them to all of a sudden show a completely different side. So know that they're not just all closed off. Know that balance is something that is here, and don't worry about, you know, any mystery at first. In abundance, I see that there's somebody who attracts abundance really easily. So as I said, maybe this person is a little older, maybe they are also wealthy, and the fact that they have abundance around them just like radiates through them. It gives them more confidence. It gives them more of that halo of, I know who I am and I'm not afraid to live my best life. So moving further into your reading, group number 3, we have the butterfly spirit as well as the antelope spirit. So another sign as to whether they are the one for you is the fact that in the antelope spirit, I can see that things will move very quickly. So everything between you and them is going to be moving at like lightning pace. It's going to be very quick, maybe quicker than you're usually comfortable with, but it just feels right. So know that when things speed up, it doesn't always need to be a red flag. Sometimes when two people are just meant to be, there's no point in playing games. There's no point in, you know, doing the whole, do we like each other? Do we not like each other? You just get straight to the point and you're like, hey, I like you. I want to be with you. I want to spend more time with you. And that's just how it is. So in the butterfly spirit, I definitely see that a sign as to whether they are the one is the fact that they are cool with all your transformation. So maybe you're somebody who really likes to change the color of their hair, their makeup, who likes to just change their appearance, who goes through different phases. So you may be somebody who, for instance, you know, has a phase where they're super into like health, then you have a phase where you're really into music or writing, then you have a phase where you're really into spirituality, and they're here for it. They're here for all of the transformation because they've been through it themselves, and they know how important it is to explore lots of different areas of yourself and of life. So know that this person is very supportive. Know that a sign that they're the one is the fact that they're so supportive with all your different sort of angles, all your different facets, and they don't judge you for it. They just see the good in it. So last but not least, in take action, I see that a sign that they're the one is the fact that they take action, that they go for it. So when you meet this person, they're going to be the one taking action. They're going to be the one making sure that you see each other. They're going to be the one letting you know that they like you, you know. So while they are mysterious and while you're not going to be 100% sure who they really are, they're still somebody who, you know, is not afraid to let you know how they feel. They're not afraid to take action and to say, hey, let's go out again. Oh, hey, let's do this. In a way, they are open with their feelings by taking action, but then at the same time, there's a lot of them that they keep to themselves until they know you a lot better. So it'll be clear that they like you, but not to what extent, if you know what I mean. So group number 3, those were the signs as to whether they are the one for you. I hope you found them insightful and interesting, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Astrophyllite. So group number 4, first and foremost, you may have not only been drawn to the stone because it's beautiful, but maybe also because a sign that they are the one for you is the fact that they unlock your highest potential, or like you feel like, you know, they take you on this intergalactic spaceship trip and you would have never discovered these parts of yourself that you discover with them. So group number 4, make sure that you're ready for the ride because they're going to unlock things in you that you didn't even know existed. So let's move further into your reading to figure out more signs whether they're the one for you. Okay, so group number 1, in your reading, we have in the near future, we have the elephant spirit, the mouse spirit, we have Vesta, we have the Astrophyllite, Cancer, the beaver spirit, the panther spirit, as well as remain positive. So moving straight into your reading about signs as to whether they are the one for you, I see in Cancer the fact that they are either a Cancerian or they're somebody who has a lot of Cancer qualities. So Cancers are very emotional. They're beings that are very family oriented, as well as, you know, they're very loving and caring, and their relationships are super important to them. So know that this person, a sign that they are the one for you is the fact that they are a Cancerian, or just the fact that they exude these qualities and that they sort of embrace this energy. So moving into Vesta, I see that another sign is the fact that they allow you to embrace the goddess within. They allow you to embrace this like super sexy side of yourself. So I definitely see, you know, your sacred like center of yourself is something that you will be able to embrace in front of them, is something that they will love about you, and they will truly cherish you for who you are as a person. So in the mouse spirit, I see that they're super attentive when it comes to little things. So, you know, things like how you walk, how you talk, the hand gestures that you make, just all of those little things are things that they notice and that they really, really appreciate, and they will let you know that they appreciate it. So there's somebody who is very detail oriented, not only in their life, but they're also detail oriented when it comes to their significant other, when it comes to the person that they're with. So know that this person is very meticulous. They're somebody who will go over something over and over again until they get it perfect. And yes, they are a perfectionist. So that is a sign that they're the one. The fact that they're a perfectionist and they're somebody who likes to get everything just right, and at the same time, you know, is very caring and wants to make sure that everything is just right for everybody, not just themselves. So moving further into your reading, we have the elephant spirit. So in the elephant spirit, I see that they may have had a difficult past. They may have had a past that was not easy, but they learned from it. So maybe they did something stupid in the past, or they were sort of a victim of bullying or abuse, and it's something that they learned from, it's something that they grew from. It's part of their story still. They don't forget it and they never never will, but at the same time, they don't let that phase in their life define them, and they don't let that phase in their life, phase them to this day or sort of mess with their idea of who they truly are. So this person is a very strong character. This person is somebody who likes to embrace change, who likes to embrace the now, and who knows that in order to grow, you have to move forward from any sort of hurt in the past in a very strong way. You have to learn from it, and you have to make sure that you take all the lessons that you possibly can in order to make sure that nothing like that happens again, or that you can just move forward being confident and not sort of allowing the past to affect you. So they're a very smart person. They're somebody who is very much into learning lessons and creating a reality that is ideal. In the Beaver spirit, I see that a sign that they're the one for you is the fact that it is so essential for them to lay a solid foundation. They're definitely somebody who likes to lay a very solid foundation and to whom a relationship is strictly between two people, okay? Not three, not four, just two. And there's someone who is very into marriage. There's somebody who wants to get married, who wants that dream of marriage, family, and, having a relationship built up on a solid foundation, which often means, starting off as really good friends, having a good friendship as well as romance. So know that while you are able to embrace like your really sexy, gorgeous side with them, at the same time, there's somebody who values you as a person. There's somebody where you feel like you have a genuine friendship and it's not just been a romantic relationship through and through. So it's truly like a best friend and romantic partner relationship type of dynamic. So that is a sign to look out for, to figure out whether they're the one for you. In the Panther spirit, I see that there's somebody who allows you to have your power. There's somebody who gives you your power back if it's been taken from you. So they're very motivating. They're somebody who is encouraging and who gives you the sort of zest that you need. So when you're feeling down, they bring you back up, they build you up, and they allow you to have confidence. They're not somebody who happily just sees somebody being, very self-conscious. They're somebody who wants to build confidence. So they are confident in themselves and they want you to feel confident. So they're going to make sure that you reclaim your power, that you're the strongest that you can be, and that you tap into those parts of yourself that you never knew existed. So moving forward into your reading, I definitely see that a sign that they're the one for you is the fact that you continue to remain positive, and that is how you will attract them. Remain positive, and that is how this person who is the one for you will reveal themselves. And they're also somebody who is a very positive thinker. They see the glass as half full instead of half empty. They're somebody who always thinks, the best of situations, even when it seems like there's no way out of a horrible situation other than, going through the fire and going through a tough time. They can somehow spin it into something positive, and you will think to yourself like, geez, like how could somebody put a positive spin on a situation like this? But they are capable of it. They're somebody who is just relentlessly positive, if you will. And in the near future, I definitely see that they will reveal themselves to you in the near future. It's not long before, these signs of whether he or she is the one to you will all add up in that one person, and you will know exactly that this person is right for you. So keep an eye out, make sure that you remain positive and remain open, because everything sort of is based on you being positive. It's based on you being open and attracting that mutual positive energy. Like attracts like. So as I already mentioned, they're a very positive person. So if you don't remain vibrating as positively as they do, if you don't remain relentlessly positive, then it'll be hard to attract that vibration to you that they have. So try to get on the same vibration that they are on, so like can attract like. So group number 4, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it insightful, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello group number 5, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the diamond. So do I even need to explain why you've chosen the diamond? It is one of the most beautiful stones out there. I mean, who doesn't need diamonds in their life? But for real now, the diamond is for anybody who needs to sparkle their light, no matter how unique it is, no matter how unique the colors are that are reflected off of you, just anybody who needs to be themselves and who needs somebody who allows them to be themselves. So in correlation with signs as to, you know, whether they are the one for you, this shows that this person needs to be somebody who accepts you and who allows you to be you and just be that beautiful diamond that you are. Okay, so group number 5, we have there's something better. We have the deer spirit, we have the buffalo spirit, we have the Capricorn, the 6th house, we have the coyote spirit, the owl spirit, as well as peaceful resolution. So first and foremost, group number 5, I want you to know there's something better out there. So that is what this person is going to make you realize. So I definitely see that a sign as to whether they are the one is the fact that when you meet them, you're going to know that they are the better thing that has been out there for you, and that you've sort of just been like rummaging around with everything that is not a diamond to you. Okay, so you've been playing with pebbles instead of this diamond. So this person is not only going to treat you like a diamond and embrace you like a diamond, but they're going to be like a diamond to you. They're going to be that one in a million, that thing that you feel like brings so much shining light into your life that you cannot live without. So I definitely see that they're going to make you realize that there is better out there for you, that you don't need to settle for less, because they have the qualities that you desire, and they have qualities that allow you to grow as a person and that allow you to work together as a group for a very harmonious as well as productive life. So moving further into your reading, in the deer spirit, I see that a sign that they're the one is the fact that they're very gentle. They're very like, they're somebody who is very in tune with feelings and emotions, and they know exactly what words to say to you, exactly how to touch you, how to speak to you in order to get the best response possible. So there's someone who is gentle, there's somebody who doesn't like to use harsh words. So they may have come from a situation where there was sort of harsh words being used a lot, or there has been, you know, an abusive kind of streak in there, so maybe with their parents or their last relationship, and that is not something that they want for themselves. They want a very gentle, loving, kind relationship. So this person is definitely somebody who is very relaxed, who tries to just do everything in a way that avoids friction and confrontation. So there's someone who loves to just have a peaceful situation, a peaceful air about things. In the buffalo spirit, I see that they are definitely a provider. They're definitely somebody who likes to provide. So a sign that they're the one is the fact that, you know, maybe they tell you like, hey, like, do whatever you want to do, chase your dreams, go for your dreams, and I will provide. Chase what you want to chase, and you know, I will provide the rest. I will be here to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, because that is what I like to do. So this person is definitely a provider. They're definitely somebody who likes to encourage you to be yourself. They like to encourage you to start that side hustle. They want to encourage you to quit your job and focus solely on what you're passionate about until, you know, it allows you to stand completely on both your feet. So they're a provider. They're somebody who is naturally generous and who naturally likes to give and likes to make sure that everybody around them who they care about, who they love, is taken care of. So in the Capricorn, I see that obviously there's Capricorn energy, so they may be a Capricorn, but either way in Capricorn, I see that, you know, they may be a little bit materialistic, but it sort of balances itself out with the fact that they can be serious and hardworking, and they know the value of money, they know the value of things. So I definitely see that in the Capricorn, they have ambition, a lot of ambition. They can be cautious, but they're very driven and they're very hardworking, and you're not going to meet somebody who has this equal sort of drive and this equal work ethic just as this person. So they like to show off what they've worked for. They like to use what they've worked for in order to take care of those who they love. As we already had in the buffalo spirit, you know, they're generous, and that's just something that they enjoy doing. So in the 6th house, I see that one sign that they are the one for you is the fact that they affect the work and health area of your life. So maybe they're very much into a healthy lifestyle, or they're very much into clean eating, working very hard, or they want to make you a part of their business. So they're going to affect that part of your life. They're going to make an impact on your 6th house, and that is a sign for you to look out for that shows that they're the one. And in the coyote spirit, I see that, you know, this may be a detour that you did not expect. You may have not expected to work so closely with them, or for them to, you know, affect you physically, your health, as much as they did. But be okay with these detours, because they don't always do things in a conventional way. They don't always do things like everyone else does. And they're very much the kind of person who, if they cannot get, you know, from point A to point B by just going like this, they'll go all the way down here and up here, but they'll eventually get to point B. And that's what makes them so hardworking. They look for ways as to how to get to where they want to go. And even if they have to take detours, they'll find ways around it in order to get to that point. And in the owl spirit, I see that there's somebody who is like a clairvoyant, if you will. There's somebody who sees clearly. There's somebody who does not like deceit as well. So they hate lies. They like things to be very clear. They like things to be just laid out there for everybody to see. And they're someone who is very level-headed. They're very rational. There's somebody who doesn't let the media, the mainstream, you know, news channels, etc., they don't let that mess with their opinion or their head. They have their own opinion, and they see clearly past anything trying to influence them. In the peaceful resolution, I see that you're going to meet this person through a peaceful resolution. There's going to be a time in your life where all of a sudden things are going to be resolved, and it's going to be very peaceful, and that is going to open the door for this person to come into your life, because they are somebody who vibrates in a way that is very gentle. They're somebody, you know, as the deer spirit suggests, who does not only act very gently with who they love, but they're just also a gentle soul. So in order for you to receive them, you have to forgive, you have to bring things to a resolution, and you have to clear up any old baggage that is around. And that is when this person will reveal themselves, and when you will notice he or she, they are the one for me. So group number 5, that is the reading that I received for you. I hope you found it insightful, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next reading.